gentlemen, Gabe Hanna right now. Stick around after, we'll have a dance party. Come on up, man.
Thank you, thank you. So, you guys like the show You, huh? Yes, no? Okay. Similarly to the main character in You, both John and I love to masturbate in the street. Okay? Fuck, I feel like myself again. Okay, I feel complete for once. I'll make some noise for John. I'm just kidding, I'm just kidding. We don't masturbate in the street. I prefer to masturbate at funerals and birthday parties, preferably children's. Okay, a funeral, it's a little easier to sneak in. Typically people are busy grieving, so you can just kind of like veer in the back. Okay, I approach the family after the funeral, I'm like, beautiful service, beautiful, beautiful service. I actually lost some children today too. In the back row, on one of the seats. I didn't even clean it up. Peace. I'm just a goofy guy. I really am. I love goofing off. One of my favorite things to do is just drive around and listen to music. Does anybody feel me on that? Okay. What I didn't realize was, what song you play has massive importance on the people around you, okay? I love EDM music. Okay, I just don't like headbanging in traffic. Someone pulls up next to me like, yo, is that guy having a fucking seizure? Like, is Seizure a Bass Nectar song? That guy's fucking getting it, okay? Our car is secondary thumping off him, okay? Show some respect. Pull up, change the vibe, hit the McDonald's drive-thru. Turns out if you're listening to Coldplay in the McDonald's drive-thru, they'll eat your fries, okay? They know you won't say shit about it, okay? And I didn't. I pull up to order, they're like, what can I get for you, sir? How about someone who fucking cares, okay? Someone who can point me in the right direction in this crazy life. They're like, yeah, go ahead and keep going through. We're not taking your order, dumbass. Hit up my guy, what's good? Can I come through? Bet. He hops in the car, I'm like, how much for the 8? He's like, is this Ed Sheeran? Yeah, why? Our hands meet on the gear shifter. Like $350 for the 8. But I only have $250. That'll do. Put it on my story. $250 8s, let me know. A bunch of middle schoolers start adding me. Okay, I guess that's what it's like being TikTok famous. I don't know. Okay. Yada yada. Spotify, god damn it. Taking away our one social freedom, listening to whatever music we want. I'm in an Uber, obviously blackout as fuck. Someone's like, hey yo, let me play music off your phone. And then they follow themselves on Spotify. It's like, fuck. Now I'm socially obligated to listen to cool music whenever you're on. It's like, fuck, I feel like the guy from You, knowing what you're listening to. She's on. Yeah. I play the 50 Shades of Grey soundtrack to see if I can make her horny. Text her at 2:45, what's good? AM. Take a 45-minute shower. Dude, what are you showering about? She didn't text me back. Okay, special shout out. Happy birthday, Preston Pitts. Happy birthday, Maddie Bambays. Queen. She pointed at me like I wasn't gonna shout her out. All social for her. Listening to music just to feel cool. I feel like I'm on a leash. I feel like a dog at the dog park. All alone. I got no owner. I don't have an Instagram. so none of the other dogs know me. There's no keeping up with Gabe, the sweet life of Gabe. Okay, I'm just a stray, I'm a mutt. Okay, I met an Instagram famous dog once though. He had his @ on his collar, looked it up. Are you fucking kidding me? 50,000 followers? I stole that fucker. Hit up Craigslist, dropped an ad, dog surgeon. This guy responded like surprisingly quickly. I was gonna get him to take the chip out so the owners couldn't trace him. Okay, well unfortunately, I got some bad news. The dog actually died on the operating table. Can we get a moment of silence? So I sold him to a Chinese restaurant. The owner's like, look man, we're still gonna buy this dog, but what the fuck happened here? I'm like, well this supposed Craigslist dog surgeon only brought one tool, a hammer. And it had 3 tallies like etched in it. And as we were leaving, I saw him scratching in a fork. Wow. I think my goofiness makes me like weirdly trustworthy. I was at a daycare the other day. This lady walks up to me, is there anything I can help you with, sir? I'm just browsing. Sir, are any of these children yours? Not yet, but you're making it real hard to figure out. This lady's like harping me with questions. She's like, what's going on here? I'm like, look, lady, this stand-up shit is hard. Talking into a microphone, every word amplified, scrutinized. I don't even pick them that carefully, more or less on a whim. And I find myself in a lot of situations where my words get me in trouble. Big trouble. I was in Memphis at a bar, smoking a cig. Yeah. Okay, I was smoking a cig outside, probably looking pretty cool. That's what a cig tends to do. This crackhead approaches me, he's like, hey yo man, let me bum a cig. I'm like, I don't know man, I only got a couple left. He's like, I'll tell you a story. I'll tell you a story about the first time I smoked crack. He's like, I dropped a Detroit diamond into a test tube, lit that shit up like a volcano, one puff, and I was hooked. I was like strangely poetic for a crackhead, but I'm listening. I skipped the part where you steal from your friends and family for crack and immediately started sucking a dick for crack. My parents would tell their friends, I don't even think it's about the crack. I think he's just gay. We don't care. Like we'll come home. At this point, I think he's just offering me sexual favors for money. So I'm like, well, can I get a free sample? He's like, what do I look like at Costco? I'm like, well, you let those guys over there gangbang you, so I guess you're wholesale. All holes for sale. He spit in my face. Free sample. That's a crackhead. Okay? He was a crackhead. I was in Memphis, Tennessee. I walked inside and got hammered off Miller Lite. Okay, I'm living the dream. Okay, but I have talked myself into trouble in way worse situations. Way worse. I'm meeting my girlfriend's dad. Okay, he's already pissed off. I made him wait 5 minutes in the foyer while I smoked a cig outside. Take the edge off. Okay. So immediately he tries to intimidate me. He's like, anything you're willing to do to my daughter, you better be willing to do to me. I'm like, psh. I hope you like getting fisted. I'm putting on a blue surgical glove like I'm about to go Mike Tyson on your asshole, sir. What did you have for lunch today? I'm gonna see if I can try and feel it. They separate us into different rooms, okay? After 15 minutes of sitting alone, my girlfriend storms in. What the fuck was that? Are you kidding me? I'm like, I know this sounds so crazy, but I think I felt the other side of his mouth from the back. Okay? He's like frantically filling out an application to be on the Muppets. Just forget about it, dude. I was very deep.
Forget about it.
To make amends, I have to go to church with them the next day. Big mistake, but I'm listening. They take me to one of those mega churches. It's like 8 stories tall. Okay, but they got those like little cig dispensers out front, so I'm vibing. We got there like 3.5 hours early in order to sit front row. So I'm like, you know what, I'm bored. I walk back to the head priest's office. Unfortunately, his microphone is still on and laying on his desk. It's still turned on like a priest using an elementary school bathroom. The kid next to him is like, why is your pee white? Why are you yanking on it? Back to his office. Everything I'm saying is being amplified through the microphone throughout the church. I'm like, do you really think this capitalistic hellscape is God's plan? Or is that just a Drake song? Imagine if things were run like they are today. Back in the day when Jesus was around, he takes the Bible to a publishing company. The guy reads it, he's like, I don't know, man, this thing's got a lot of plot holes. You're telling me 12 people wrote this? The Bible never gets published, Christianity never exists. Now all the religious kids can get some ass too. Come on. We didn't forget about y'all. Okay, we're still here. Unfortunately, they're not here to get the memo. They're at home. They have a wedding to plan. And they've got a special guest, the big guy up top, my upstairs neighbor, Raul. They're family friends. Okay? Speaking of family, that's something that's really important to me, guys, seriously. So when my grandma lost a lot of weight recently, we were all really proud of her. Guys, that's not easy to do. Being an older person, losing weight. Give it up for my grandma, y'all, come on. Indiana. For reference, she lost about 160 pounds in 20 minutes when she was cremated. Now she weighs 10 pounds and the urn is 8. She's light on her feet, that girl. Okay, here I go again, talking myself into trouble. Okay, but this stand-up shit, it gives me confidence. Okay? It gives me the confidence to fist my girlfriend's dad, to listen to whatever song I want to in the car. It gives me the confidence to break away from the pack and be myself, do my own thing. Back in Memphis, I'm at a bar on the patio, smoking a cig, probably looking about cool as fuck. Okay, and a cool thing to say after you ash a cig, gotta go piss. Walk inside, massive line for the urinals. I'm like, what the hell? Okay, and I look over, the stall is empty. This is your chance, Gabe. Break away from the pack, be yourself. Okay, don't be like all these other urinal people, okay? Use the stall, use what's for shitting, for pissing. Just be yourself, okay? So I break away, I use the stall. The second I step foot in the stall, my eyes are watering, my nose is bleeding, okay? I knew for a fact there was a reason no one was in that stall, okay? There was a monstrosity in the toilet, but I was hammered, so I was like, fuck it. The second my piss stream broke the surface tension on that shit water, let me tell you about that smell. I was immediately queasy, like, oh fuck, I'm not even gonna make it out of this damn stall. So I hit the sink. I was gonna throw some water in my face, try and cool off. What do I see in the sink? Chunky vomit. Immediately projectile on the only other clean sink. Okay, I dipped the fuck out of that bar, I'll tell you what. Piss, shit, throw up everywhere. I was like, I miss you, Memphis. I miss you. Okay, being goofy, smoking cigs to look cool, being nervous, that's like all I know anymore. That's like all I am. That's what got me here today. I know both John and I appreciate everyone coming. Super fun, love to see a packed house. Maddie, very vocal. Appreciate it. But honestly, that's all I got. Thank you guys for coming.